Well, we're talking grandma and granddaughter here, so the college has changed over the years, and we've asked Alethea and Jocelyn to speak to us about what St. John's College means to me in a 50-year perspective. Thank you.
Chancellor and Bishop Donald Phillips, Vice Chancellor and Warden Christopher Trott, Honorary Fellows, Award winners, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, and my classmates of the 1963 graduating class. It is indeed an honor to be asked to reflect on what St. John's College has meant to me over the past 54 years, 4 years as a student and 50 years as a graduate. We all arrived at St. John's when the buildings were new, only a couple of years after the college had moved from the Broadway location. We were excited, a bit nervous, some of us not knowing another person, but all with the same goal of furthering our education. But we did have one thing in common. We had our black gowns. And my gown has had a life of its own. I wore it for 4 years as a student. I wore it to 2 convocations. And later it moved to the dress-up box of our 2 girls, and years later made the generational leap to the dress-up box of our granddaughter. In between times it has served as part of a witch's costume many times over. But as you can see, it served the test of time and come full circle. What an investment. By the end of Freshie Week, we had many new friends. And we began to realize that the college was more than the bricks and mortar of the buildings, but rather a special place of learning in a very supportive community of staff and professors. They challenged us and helped us recognize the value of higher education. My classmates and I will not forget some of our professors and college staff: Marjorie Webster Ward, Ernie Mackay, Canon Wilmot, Arthur Houle, Norman MacLeod, Dr. Landon, Dr. Pickering, Blake Wood, Mary Weiss, and many others. In classes of 20 or less, they were always approachable in their own sort of way. St. John's became a very precious and unique learning environment. We have fond memories of being a student at the college, especially Freshie Week, the Commem Ball, and Grad's Farewell. And Grad's Farewell was a very elegant affair held at the Fort Garry Hotel, with a dinner, a dance, a live band, and of course a grand march, and all this for $3.50 a person. We remember the residences some of us lived in, the sports teams we played on, the never-ending bridge games in the common room, the carpools we were in, and the lifelong friends we made. Being a Jonian has been a lifelong special connection for me. The staff have changed several times over, but there's always someone here to make former Jonians feel welcome. And being a Jonian has meant so much more to me than just the 4 years I spent as a student. Friends I met at St. John's are still very dear friends today. In fact, both our daughters have godparents who are Jonians, and we are godparents to the children of 3 Jonians. Now this will be a special moment for me, as I'd like to introduce you to a Jonian who is completing her BA 50 years after I completed my BSc. Her name is Alethea Mackay. She is our granddaughter, and she would like to say a few words about what a Jonian means to her.
As a third-generation Jonian, it has been a special privilege to be a part of the St. John's College community while earning my degree at the university. I received the Ted and Edna Poulter Scholarship for my first year of university, and it both helped financially as well as having a special connection with my family. St. John's College is a wonderful college to be a part of while at university, and it has a warm and caring atmosphere that anyone attending the University of Manitoba would be lucky to be a part of. And that's what St. John's College means to me 50 years later.
Thank you, and to my classmates from the 1963 class. In April of this year, I was talking to Jackie Markstrom, the development officer here at the college, about how the class of 63 could do something to show our appreciation for the gifts of learning that we received here at St. John's College, and how we could create a tangible, lasting gift for future Jonians. We took up the challenge of creating an endowment fund that would provide on an annual basis a scholarship to a Jonian entering their graduating year in arts or science. To my fellow graduates of 1963, you have made a statement with your generosity, and it gives me great pleasure to announce that the Class of 63 Endowment Fund has been achieved. Your philanthropy will live on and make a difference in the lives of future Jonians. I believe this is the first time that a graduating class from St. John's College has celebrated their 50th year since graduating with such a project. We were a small graduating class of 43, and we all should be very proud of it. Thank you.